Welcome to the People Play Podcast, episode 2. We made it. This is crazy because when we said we was gonna do this, I did not think we were gonna make it to episode 2. I didn't think we were gonna make it to episode 1. So episode 2 is crazy. This is like
you got no faith in this. Wow.
Getting black people together is like, I don't know what that's like, but it's hard. It's very hard. You ever try to plan? When the last time you planned something in a group chat and it made it out the group chat?
I'm not the nigga to plan shit.
Exactly. Planning things with black people is 10 times harder. Cause then you ask me, bro, I hate this. You plan something with a black person, right?
Right.
You're going to Six Flags. Then you send it to whoever you're trying to invite. What's the first thing they're gonna say to you? On 3, we gonna say it. 1, do you got the answer in your head?
I'm trying to think. Cause I know what I would say.
Okay, yeah. If we're different, it's fine.
All right.
But on 3, we gonna say it. 3, 2, 1.
Who's
Who are
going?
going? Exactly. Every time it's who's going. I used to text people right, and I used to take that personally because I don't like going outside. So if I say I'm coming outside with you, that's an honor. So I text somebody, hey, let's do whatever. Who are going? Nigga, I'm going. Me. Like that's not enough.
I mean, you gonna be like, is it? Cause that let me know how I'm gonna dress, how I'm gonna how much money I'm gonna bring. Cause it's like, if it's a lot of people, there's a lot of different things that niggas want to do. Now, you're a blow, but if me and Naomi, niggas supposed to go do some shit. Easy, We're
gonna start this podcast off with stating the fact: the most 2 realest N words. I forgot we can't cuss in the first minute. The 2 realest N words in America. Birthdays are coming up this month. We're both Aries, so clap it up for that. That in episode 2, we got clap it up for that in episode 2. Our birthday's coming up. His is before mine. Mine's on the 18th.
April 6th, right?
So 2 Aries, which is weird because 2 of my close friends. I have a friend named Ashley. She's gonna be on the podcast eventually. She's also an Aries. Her birthday is March 30th, though. She's right at the cutoff. But yeah, so. I don't know why I brought that up, like I know anything about zodiac signs. But yeah, I just wanted to, just bring up the fact that we're getting older this year.
I know I'm old as shit.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, it's crazy. You turning, Bo turning 23?
Older than wolf pussy, goddamn.
That shit is crazy, bro. 23 is a crazy number, bro. Damn, seven more to 30.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to start off or I start it off?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, okay. Our generation, mostly women, they say that our generation, us men, are different. So, what is the sassiest thing you've ever done?
Define sassy.
See, what's crazy? I don't know what that is. Like when girls say, "Oh, he's so sassy, he's so this, he's so that." I don't know what that's mean. And that low key, that's kind of homophobic. Like, you ever notice how black women?
Kevin Samuels. What he say? Shame and slow.
That's what I'm saying. Like black women be swearing they're allies, but they be the most homophobic. What's the first thing they say to you?
I ain't say all that.
Oh, relax, bro. Look, what's the first thing they say to you? It's the first 2 things. If you reject a girl, or if you don't want to mess with a girl, they go either say you meat small or you gay. Right. You're meat small or you gay.
R.P. Kevin Samuels. He
R.P. to Kevin Samuels.
He was a pioneer for that for a term for that. The shame.
Fruitiest thing / sassy thing you've ever done? Because when they say sassy, they're usually saying feminine. Fruity.
So everybody I done to a female,
just in general, the fruitiest or sassy thing. I have one for you for sure. So if you don't want to say one, I'll say one for you. But I can start off the fruitiest or sassiest thing I've done.
Go ahead.
2 things. One, I'm just really petty. Like for example, I'm not a short person. I'm 6'1", right? He's not short either. But to women, they say it with their mat. So, in retaliation, because I love my man.
Pause.
In retaliation, since I love my man's right here, most of my friends are shorter than me, right? So, just as a rebellion for them, if a girl would hit me up, this is when I was single. If a girl would text me on Instagram, whatever, they would be like, "Oh, how tall are you?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm 6'1", because I'm 6'1". And I'd be like, "How much do you weigh?" Just to be petty. But I think that's very sassy of me because I'm doing it because I'm not really short. I'm not mad about the situation. I'm just doing it to be petty. And if it's not that, it's a video of me twerking that I posted on Snapchat. You know about that. Hey, it's funny though, because if he don't tell A story? I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So he shouldn't be laughing at what I just said, but it was. I'm gonna put the video up if I can find it. It's on my Snapchat. Or I'm sure he
Take
has
that
it.
shit to the grave, bro.
I'm sure he has the video. I'll put it up there. I don't care. But it was kind of sassy. I'm not gonna lie. But give me one.
Like a real sassy. Cause when I think of sassy, I'm thinking like, bro, you acting like a hoe right now.
Like an attitude type thing?
Yeah, like I think an attitude.
I think that too.
Like so, if we're talking like that, like some sassy shit I did to a bitch, like, she was on one. And I was like, okay, watch the whole show without her.
Yeah.
I made season 2 too, and she was like, what?
Yeah. So you wouldn't count that one time where it was me and then my ex and it was you and her friend.
That was sassy.
I think that's what when women say sassy, I think that's what they're saying when they say that.
Yeah, but you know, the young nigga was doing the most for the coochie.
You know, it's funny though. I'm gonna show you that video of that too because I for sure have that video. He was doing it for good reason. I'm not gonna lie. He was working with a minimum personality. Like she was just giving nothing. So what he did was crazy. But if you have context, you'd be like, okay, I get it. But it does look crazy on camera. But anyway, I'll give you the next one if you got one. If you don't, I got you.
All right. So since we talk about women being sassy and all this, so what's your idea of a good woman? You know, a good one that's not sassy.
That's not sassy. In my opinion, it's just whatever I'm lacking, I would prefer them to not be lacking in. So, for example, me and my girlfriend, I have a girlfriend for you guys that's watching. Me and my girlfriend, she's terrible at cooking. I'm great at cooking. I'm a messy person. She's great at cleaning. She's terrible at marketing, but she's a business owner. I'm great at marketing. So where she lacks in, I exceed in, and where I lack in, she exceeds in. So it's just somebody that can teach me something and big me up. If you got that, and then also I think communication is really important. But just if we at a baseline to start there, like if somebody that can where I'm lacking at, they can help me out on. That's all I need, and then we can work everything else out. What about yourself?
My thing, you hit it on the head pretty well. My thing is like I feel like a good woman is like, you know, you think about what you're doing and how that's gonna affect me before you do some shit like that. Like you're very self aware, so it's like if we're outside, you know, niggas is doing the most. Like I'm gonna turn up, but like if you understand that, hey, I'm not trying to put you in a situation that's gonna ultimately fuck us over. Then shit like that, like that's a good woman. Like, you know, I feel like when you just do little shit for me, that's just out, just cause you know I wanted to make my nigga happy. Like I'm running low on deodorant, shawty. Amazon already got that 3-pack at the door the next day.
I think that is like the most underrated thing ever. Like basically what I can get what you're saying, like the balance. I think balance is really important. But I think stuff like that is like the most underrated thing ever. Like when somebody, like I'm not a gift person. I have like most of the things that I want, I have. Except for one thing, but I'm not going to say what it is because I'm trying to manifest it. But anyway, I have majority of the things I want, I have, like materialistic wise. But like when I used to live in LA, I would like run short on just random stuff like deodorant or like toothpaste or whatever, right? And like here, if I'm running low on something, she'd be like, "Oh, I got you a surprise, right?" And the surprise would be like more toothpaste or more like moisturizer or something like that. And to somebody else, that might be like, "Oh, you know, here, that's just moisturizer, whatever." But like, you know that feeling where when you wake up in the morning, right? And the day before, you squeeze the last bit of toothpaste, and you're like, "I'm gonna get some more," but you forget, and then you wake up rushing to wherever you're going, and then you go to the toothpaste, and you're like, "Bro, I didn't get the toothpaste."
Okay.
But imagine you feel that, and then your girl be like, "Oh, it's okay, I got us some," and you would be like, "Oh." Yeah, so I just like little stuff like that. Like my girl, she bought me a basketball 3 days ago, right? And that was like the dopest thing ever. Cause like obviously I play basketball, I told you. I play basketball for cardio. And I always go, and then when I go, there's no basketball for me to use. And she's seen that and she got me a basketball. There was no communication in that. She know I need it and she got me. So I just think stuff like that. Like that's really underrated. So that's that you brought it up.
Like that's some shit I'm like, you're a good woman. And that made me want to do shit for you. Your friends talk about this Telfair bag, and you see them with that little ass one. Bitch, you got the big bag.
Oh yeah. I think another thing too, like when like to reciprocate that, So girls like flowers.
Mm-hmm.
So my girl specifically, she loves flowers. So it was a point in our relationship where I seen something, and it was women being terrible to their partners, right? And it made me realize, like, hey, my girlfriend's like really cool, like she's a good girlfriend, right? I walked up to her and I was like, "You're a really good girlfriend. You deserve flowers." And then she was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." So I got her flowers that day, right? I got her flowers, like I made it a routine thing. It was like every Tuesday, every Tuesday. And then she did something that to me was disrespectful, right? So I didn't get her flowers. So the point of me saying that, our relationship is great, by the way. I'm not saying that it's not. But my point of me saying all this is saying some women be like, "Oh, my boyfriend don't give me flowers," but some of y'all don't deserve flowers. Some of y'all are
For
terrible.
sure don't.
Like if y'all are walking around with attitudes and you're not bringing peace or bringing anything to the relationship, if you're the table, you're the only thing that you're bringing to the relationship, you don't deserve flowers.
That bitch is a goddamn beer pong table.
Right? Like people be talking, "Oh, my man don't give me flowers." Think about it. Why don't he give you flowers? Now he could be trash, but if he's not trash, why is he not giving you flowers?
If he's trash, there's only one question: why'd you pick him?
That's my big. Why did you pick and why stay? If he's that trash, why stay? But yeah,
Cause like girls be like, I get finessed out the coochie. Man, if you're in your 20s and still getting finessed out your coochie, like, oh my lord, like
that's crazy to say. Finessed out the like, you are a victim. You're a victim. Like finessed out the coochie is crazy. Yeah. Hey, what's up with that? You texted me the other day. You said you asked me was I up? What you texted me a you up text? What was up with that?
to let you know, nigga, I'm coming. So put the key under the mat.
You text me. You sent me a you up text because you was coming. Hey,
You just like to make shit extra. Where is this?
I was just saying, bro. Like it was crazy. I just surprised to get a you up text.
Oh no. It was for something else.
Oh yeah, I remember. That's a valid you up text, by the way. Pause.
I had to go look. It was for something else.
Yeah. So I have a phone addiction, right? And I think most people in our generation has a phone addiction. But you ever have like, you ever set your phone down, right? You tell yourself, I ain't gonna touch my phone, right? And then you walk away and you hear like a notification and you go back to your phone, but there was no notification. Like it was like a chirp that you heard,
For sure.
like a phantom one.
For
that
sure.
ever had that happen to you?
No, for sure.
I think like I don't know what's up with that. Like are we going crazy or is it like a? Because nothing happens like
But
that.
everybody got iPhones, so to be honest, you might hurt somebody else's shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been in the house solo dolo, just me, and I'm like, I know I heard my phone. I walk up to the phone, 0 notifications. Drop.
Hey, that's Siri trying to tell you come back to me.
Yeah, I think I'm just fiended out. I'm like going through withdrawals. Yeah, it's down bad. I think the longest I've ever been without like my phone is when I'm studying. But if you think about it, I'm using my iPad or I'm using some technology.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we fiend out for real. Yeah. Honestly, speaking of that, this is gonna be crazy. But I have a theory on hunger, right? So so when you do drugs, and then like when you stop doing those drugs, you have withdrawals, and like your body start hurting, you aching, and you sweating and stuff like that. The similar things happen when you're hungry. So do you think low key we just going through like withdrawals from food?
No, nigga, because if you don't eat, you're not gonna survive. You can survive without smoking.
No, if you a crackhead and you stop doing crack, you might literally die through that withdrawal. Depending how deep you're in there, but you literally can die.
Nigga, at any level of food, nigga,
You're right. That's facts. I'm just saying, but like I'm saying, okay, so we get hungry faster. Like if I eat 3 hours ago or 4 hours ago, well, me, I'm different. But if the average human, they eat 3 hours, the next 3 hours are gonna be hungry, right? But back in when they was killing mammoths, they weren't eating every 3 hours. They weren't eating.
Yeah, because nigga, they ain't like, you know what? Let me go down the street and get McDonald's. Nigga, they had to go hunt that beast to get it.
That's what I'm saying. But like we can survive with like 7 days without eating, and like 5. It's like 10 and 7 or something like that. So like 7 days.
No, 3. I tell you what, 3. You can survive 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, where the fuck you get that from?
Bear Grylls.
Paying attention, Claire, boy.
Hey, Man vs. Wild was my shit.
Hey, God, I feel you. My nigga smart.
Oh, as a man, what shows you that you're appreciated?
As a man, what shows me that I'm appreciated?
Yeah.
Dang, that's a good ass question. What shows me that I'm appreciated? I don't know how to describe it, but like my girl's good at it. Like she'll walk up to me and just look at me give me a hug, and just like you ever get one of those hugs from a girl when they hug you and they look up at you type thing.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
also had one where she looked down at me too.
Yeah.
Tree climber.
Valid, valid, valid. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Like, it's just little things. It's like what's it called? Like love languages. It's like somebody responds back. Like if you're doing something, like for example, I use this as an example since I use it already. Like I do majority of the marketing for my girlfriend, right? And which makes me feel happy is like when her business goes well, it makes me feel good. So let's just say I give her an idea. Like I gave her an idea like 2 weeks ago, and it went viral, right? And then it was about like one of her. She's a big fan of this one YouTuber, and she made the video, and that one YouTuber seen it and then posted her the YouTuber's story, right? And she was like, oh my gosh, your idea that you told me to do, like it worked, and like I'm getting sales and whatever, and that makes me feel I feel appreciated. Like she's coming back to me telling me like that she followed my plan and it worked. So I think that's the thing that makes me appreciate it. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. That's a good question though. It's a great question. What about you?
Um, you know, I don't like gifts, but like when you go out your way to try to do like, I know it's not like gifts, but I'm gonna just give something like that. Like I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I didn't want to repeat what I said about the toothpaste. And
yeah.
but that helps. Like that
And
makes
then
sense.
it's like, I'm like, I don't know, because a lot of bitches don't show they appreciate it.
No facts. It can really be small things. Like for example, like if you have a long day and you come back, like you said this off camera. You was like you come home, you work nights, so you come home and you got that plate in the microwave. Like that makes you feel appreciated. Like he's coming home from a long day at work. I got him. I think yeah. I think stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I think people make relationships way harder than what it needs to be.
For
It's really
sure.
simple. Keep that in the water. It's really simple. You just do small things, and it's like like just to make your partner know that you mess with them. I think do small things.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if you're broke, I mean, obviously, if you meet the wrong girl, she not gonna appreciate stuff like that. But if you broke and you're doing small things, the right woman gonna like it.
I'm God. You ain't even got, babe, like, here. Or, your laundry done. Like, I was doing my shit. I just do your shit and let mine wash it all together.
Not facts.
Like,
Just
shit
do,
like that.
just do the small things. Speaking of small things, pause. Do you think materialism has a negative or a positive impact on Black culture?
Negative as
I
fuck.
think it's negative.
Yeah.
Let me hear about it. Let me hear about it.
I don't understand why niggas want all this designer shit. Like, bro. And it's like, you wear all this designer shit to look like you have money.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pull up to an apartment complex. Like, nigga, like, well, all this money you just spent on this clothes, you could put a down payment on something, like,
On something.
like, or start or use your money to move something, like. At that point, like, realistically, like, shit, you could have bought a pound and flipped it. Like, bro, you bullshit. Like, my thing is, like, I feel like we never had shit. So it's like, look, I got some shit that's expensive. You know I have money. If you really look at all the white people and Asian people that got bread, like you would never know they got bread.
See, I think people use that all the time. Like, white people don't do this, or white people don't, wealth is quiet. And
And maybe it's for a fucking reason. Did you ever think of that?
Honestly, I think it's because we're catching up. We couldn't have things back in the day because we didn't have the money to have things. So I think most of it is we're just catching up. We're just now having the ability to have things. But I think it could be positive and negative. It's just some people don't have balance, right? So if I know I have a certain amount of bills to pay, I'm not spending more money than I should be. For example, we went to the casino. I know I have to pay tuition. I just paid tuition. My pockets are light right now. Tuition is crazy. So like if I know I have bills to pay, I'm not gonna go out here and spend all this other money on stuff. And I'm not one to talk. I have a lot of material things,
For
right?
sure.
So like, I'm not one to talk, but I do have great balance. Like, I think people's problem is they don't have balance. I think it could be a negative thing for one person and a positive thing for another person. For me personally, I think it was positive because if I want something, I'm gonna go out and make money to get it.
Well, actually, I'm gonna say it's not bad. I'm saying we live beyond our means. A lot of us live beyond our means.
I think that's when it becomes bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like, I was making good money. Me buying a PlayStation was nothing. Like, here's the money for a PlayStation. Boom.
Nigga, that's a flex with low key. Good PlayStation's called. I don't got one. I got four.
But mind you, like I didn't know some niggas with kids and all this stuff. Like, bro, why the fuck are you behind the PlayStation right now? Like, you better play that for.
Right. I tell them all the time. I'm playing this phone till it die. I'm talking about my PlayStation sound like a airplane engine, and but it worked though, and it's gonna keep working until it don't work. Then I get me a PlayStation 5. But until then, PlayStation 4. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think it could be a positive and negative thing. If you want something, you have to monetarily go get it for you to pay for it.
For sure.
But like once you start, living like he said above your means, that's when it becomes a problem.
So, what are your thoughts on that Tennessee school shooting?
It's crazy. Today, like I've heard about it, but this week's been crazy. Like I told you guys, I go to pilot school, so I've been doing takeoffs and landings. So I have not had time to be on social media at all. I didn't even hear. I didn't even like see it on social media. I heard it through my girlfriend. Like she told me, she said, "Hey, did you hear about it?" I was like, "Nah." So just tell me about it. What's going on?
So, one of the I might get
We ain't
canceled.
bleeping. No, I want us to get canceled. We are the perfect people to cancel, right? Because I'm not. I think I'm a good person, borderline, but I'm not a good person. I'm gonna talk mess about everybody. I don't care if you fat, ugly, you small. I'm talking about you. If you look funny, I'm gonna make fun of you. Counsel me. What you like? There's not much you can do to me.
Okay, so one it was one of like the alphabet people.
No, that's crazy.
Because I
that's crazy,
bro. Because there's a lot of terms. I'm
Isn't it just LGBTQ plus? The plus is crazy. I don't know what the plus stands for, but
that means some other shit. Like, but what was crazy to me is like the news was more concerned about getting. I don't know if it was her pronoun, whatever, him, her, they pronoun.
oh, the person
killer,
that's
the person that shot the school up, they were more concerned about getting their pronouns right than like telling the
what's
story.
going on.
But like I saw the body cam footage, them niggas was not playing no games. That nigga hopped out the car and said, "Where they at?"
Dang, they look like this.
No. Oh no. Yeah. They ain't look like this, but like
the Mayo people be.
no. He was ready.
The marshmallows, man.
But like, I mean, he was doing it for a good cause. Like he hopped out.
For a good cause. What you mean?
Nigga, he killed the school shooter.
Oh wait, I thought the dude was the school. He wasn't the school person.
Oh no. The alphabet person, it was the school shooter. But they were white.
Okay, I'm confused. So you're saying he was a guy? Was he gay?
I think it was a girl that trans.
So the LGBT person was the shooter.
Yeah, it was a female.
Oh, she was a girl. Okay, so whoever I'm not the news. I don't give a fuck. What the murderer was the shooter.
Yeah,
obviously. And then you're saying that another white guy shot her.
Yeah, it was two white dudes. Two white cops that got her.
Oh, it was cops.
Yeah, it was cops.
Damn. You know what's crazy? I think. Okay, so I seen a TikTok, right, and they say that they're harder on black victims in the news than there are on white. What's it called? Perpetrators?
For sure.
I think that's crazy. Like if it's a white, for example, the LGBTQ person, they're like, oh no, let's get the pronouns right. This person's a murderer. Now I don't know the story.
No, that's not only saying murderer. You murdered children.
Yeah, you're a child murderer. You're gonna have a great time in prison, sir, ma'am.
Oh no, that bitch is in hell.
oh, she's gone.
Oh, they popped. She was on the ground, and I think the other nigga lit like his whole clip, and they're like, "Don't touch the gun." And nigga was like, pop.
Dang, what shoes she have in her casket?
I don't know, but like, what's it called? Like the first dude, he had like a rifle. And he peeked around the corner like he mounted in Call of Duty. He said, "Pop, pop, pop." She dropped him. Damn, the other nigga came in, it was like, boom, 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 boom. Get away from the ground. I guess he was trying to reach. Whatever. He
shot her 5 times and told her to get away from the ground.
Get away from the gun.
Bro, that's crazy. You get popped 5 times. You go tell me to get away from the gun. That's hilarious. But no, that's crazy. I don't understand why people grab a gun, right? And I'm in Vegas, so it's very easy to grab one. And they say, target practice at the shooting range? Nah. These 5-year-olds, I'm gonna go see what's up with them.
Now she left it like a manifesto to like one of her ex-classmates. I guess she was like trying to bump coochies with.
You know what's crazy though? The classmate ain't that at that school, were they?
No, bro. Okay, so she went to the middle school as a kid or the elementary school as a kid, and the classmate went with her. But mind you, like,
She not at that same school no more.
bro, she a grown ass woman now.
Right, like go to a college. You ain't gotta come. Like if I was a middle schooler, I'd be like, bro, why do I have to deal with that? Like I'm set. I'm like, well, how are you in that? I think that's crazy. Like she's obviously.
It was like 9 and 6-year-olds that got killed.
That's unfortunate. I don't know. That sucks. I prayers out to the families. I think that really sucks. Obviously,
Sure.
I disagree with that. Anybody dying, I don't know. I don't know why they make it seem like it's worse for children to die. Anybody dying is a bad thing. Whoever it is, a bad person, good person, whatever. Somebody die is unfortunate. So sorry to the families. Prayers go out to you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure niggas wasn't mad when Hitler died.
That's valid. But if you think about it though, if anybody dies, somebody's gonna be sad for them. Like you can be like the craziest murderer ever that essayed everybody in the world. Your mama's still gonna be mad or sad that you gone.
I mean,
So,
that's your mom. She
yeah.
love you more. That's the only person that's going that's the only person that's gonna unconditionally love you.
Nah, fact. Shout out Hitler. Nah, hey, I'm trying to get. I'm joking, bro. I don't Kanye me, bro. I like Jewish people. I just be joking, bro. I'm like on my Dave Chappelle today.
You on your DEFCON 3 shit. That's see.
I have a great question, right? Since I'm already getting canceled, we might as well just roll along with it. Why do you think black women hate when black men date white women?
Because it's a white woman.
But my thing is, on the flip side, we don't care.
I'm not gonna hold you.
You be caring?
I don't care.
Oh my God, you're the ones that they be talking about.
But like,
It's-
but like, you think about it, like when you see a black girl with a white dude, I'm like, ain't me like the goofy white dudes. I be like, bro, like all the real niggas in the world, you chose this square vibe.
I ain't gonna lie, I've never looked at it and be like, I'm mad. You know what's crazy? So
I ain't be like I was mad, but I was just like, how?
So the reason why I have a problem with that, about the whole black women hating black men do date whatever. In my situation, black women didn't like me. I grew up in Compton and I wasn't hood enough for black women, right? So if I go out for a different race, y'all didn't like me in the first place, so why y'all own me? But not to say I don't love black women. I love black women. Y'all just don't be liking me sometimes. But
I do feel you on that. I
yeah, I don't be hood enough. I'm never hood enough. I'm sorry, my bad. And then like yeah, I don't know. I just think, but on the flip side, if whoever date whoever, I think y'all need to stop worrying about. If Michael B. Jordan, for example, stop worrying about who he's dating. He don't want you. You should be okay with that. Accept it. I just think I don't know. I think it's weird when somebody and it's kind of racist. Like us black people be so, or we can't really be racist to the definition of racist, but it's definitely prejudice.
Yeah, for sure. But my thing is like, I want to see black families together. Like, I want it to be like when I grow up, like I could be in the neighborhood, it's nothing but black families. So it's like, well, not nothing, but like there's black families here. Like my kids see, like, okay, like those are the Johnsons, those are them. Like I want them to have, like, when you're named after me, like I want you to have pride in your name. Like, yeah, like you feel me?
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but give it like 80 more years, everybody's gonna be black.
Well, technically, yeah.
Everybody's gonna be the same color or mixed, but
Well,
yeah.
mixed.
Eventually, we're taking over. We're not gonna be a minority no more, so y'all can't shoot us all the time. So get your last shootings in. Anyway,
What?
like the cops get the last shootings in, like because obviously if everybody's mixed, they can't shoot a black person.
Yes, they can. It'll just become normalized even more.
I'm saying, but like for example, if you're a cop and you pull me over, you go shoot me because I'm black?
No.
Because you're black. So it's gonna be less. In 80 more years, we gonna be cool.
Nigga, we gonna be 100. We not gonna be here to see it.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be cool, but I'm saying just black people in general. Want us to riot? Let us riot. I don't know.
I would think about, like, my thing, if people riot it, like, you attacking the mom and pop shops, that's not really doing shit.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like, if that's the case, nigga, just, I can't even say it. We might get demonetized for inciting violence.
Nah, incite some violence. I'm gonna incite some violence. I'm gonna tell you. See, because I feel like people don't. You gotta put these in I feel like sometimes I gotta tell people what's going on for them to understand how disrespected they're being. Right. So, for example, if you think the government's not disrespecting you so much, if you live in California, this is specifically for you. So I want you to understand this. Every year in California, they take, depending on how much money you make, let's just say for average, they take about 30% of your money that you make a year, hard-earned money a year. That money goes to places like schools, streets, freeways. I'm gonna stop there. It goes to other places, obviously, but let's just stop there. So your money that you get snatched out of your pockets, they take it and they put it on the streets, right? After they build the streets and the freeways with your money, they charge you to use the carpool lane that you paid to build. That's crazy. That's
the
like
express lane?
Yes, that's like me.
Hey, them niggas mailed me a few tickets. Like,
Bro, that's like me paying for a house. They built the house, and in order to go into the door, I have to pay $5 in every time. You're getting finessed. The California is calling you P words. We can't cuss because I still gotta make some money. I lost some money at bingo, or not bingo, casino. But I think that's crazy. Like that, you know how they calling you a bitch. Like that's crazy.
You went a completely different way. I thought like we're paying all this money for sidewalks and streets, and then there's nothing but bums all over them.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I mean it's a lot of things. Like, we're paying all this money and it's not going to where it's supposed to be going. That's just one example. Like we're getting pumped everywhere, but nobody says nothing about it. I think that's crazy. That's tough. That's tough. You know what else is tough? Finding a barber in 2023.
Oh, mine has been the same since 2008.
See, but my barber in LA, he's $25. Cool guy, cool conversation.
Even in Arizona, I got 2 out there.
For real? I need to find one out here. It's the hardest thing to do. If you're for Vegas, please put me on a barber. If my barber is watching this podcast and you see this clip on TikTok or whatever, yes, I'm looking for a new barber. You're trash. But yeah, so I don't know. Is it hard to find a barber in Vegas for y'all, or in general, or is that just me?
What's one of your wildest hoe stories?
One of my wildest hoe stories? You know what's crazy? That's a great one. I think, you told me this off camera, huh? Yeah. I think this is a great one. Honestly, okay, so I want to say this one, and it involves me and him, so I think it'd be cooler because it involves both of us. But I don't want to say it, and it'd be your story. Like,
no.
Okay, cool. So we had in high school. We had a great time in high school, like a great time. I have a lot of them. Actually, I got a lot of funny stories. Eventually, I got to tell you a story about this guy named Alba. But anyway, one of the whole stories that I can tell you. I feel like I'm a W man's, right? Dope friend. So in high school, every time I would link with a girl, my first objective is to find out if she has valid friends to put on my friends. So one time...
he does do that.
So one time, and correct me about the story, because I can't remember the story completely. I know exactly what happened, but I don't know if, like, walking up to the story. But I had this girl that I messed with in my high school that I went to. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to,
Mm-hmm.
But she had a friend that was white. One second. I'm filming a podcast. I got to call you back. Her name was Alex, the friend, right? She gets mad about this, sue me. So, Alex, I don't know how she got to the school. Like, this is now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know how she got there. But we went.
She was just taking Ubers up there. Like,
she?
You don't even go to school here.
She went to schools in a whole other direction. But anyway, she came up to the school. I don't know how she got there. And we were just chilling. I don't know, was that the first time you met her?
Probably.
I think that was the first time he met her. So literally, we got in the car, and my girl was doing whatever she's doing, right? And I was like, man, yeah, I ain't really like that. And it was like, we like that. But it was in the car having a dick sucking contest. I had these bitches in the car having a dick sucking contest. Talking about which one of us go, who first. Nigga, I think that is the crazy, like, you gotta tell, bro, you know how much juice you gotta have to have two girls having a dick sucking competition? Oh my God, I'm like that, bro. Were we in the same car or were we in two different cars?
We were in the same car.
We was in the same car? I think that was the craziest thing ever.
We still...
Nah, you was in your car, I was in my car, I was next to you, I think. We could have been in the same car, it don't matter.
No, because I know what day you're talking about, because one of them was in front, and we scooped the seat back, one of them was in the front of the ground, and then one of them was in the back seat leaning over.
Oh.
And we had the blankets over.
Dang, I didn't remember that. That's crazy. I think that's crazy. Like I think that's one of our most underrated. We don't talk about that a lot, ever. I think we probably talked about it that one time it happened, and we haven't talked about it a lot. But I think that's an underrated story. Like that's a competition, and they was really going at it. Like I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. Like they was. Like, shout out to them. Shout out to them. Wonderful women.
Hey, be like that.
Do indeed. And do indeed. Probably not for you because you ain't got hoes like we got, but for us, great time. But yeah, go ahead. What's your host?
How much time I got?
You got time.
So, it's one late night, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like the first time, like I think I just came back from playing football in Iowa. Like I was out there playing as a true freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit this one girl I went to middle school with, you know. She in middle school, she used to be flirting. Like I used to be home asking her, would you suck dick?
Mm-hmm. I had no
like,
middle school.
Like shit like that. I was like, okay, so like, you feel me? She always be on me. So I was like, let me hear her, see what's about. Mm-hmm. We get there, and I had smashed her before, so I'm like,
in middle school?
No. This
I had no play.
The funny part is, the first time I ever did something to her, I got in trouble, right? And like I had to do community service. It's like fuck with the wrong nigga, so I had to do. I was young, so like community service. Mm-hmm. Last day, the place I was doing community service, it was like an animal shelter. She volunteered at that animal shelter.
Did she? On purpose,
like on their own. Like I just happened to do it because I was like, if I rather do something fun, like okay, I'll be around.
At least saying how you got no plantation.
Yeah, like so I was like, I'll do it there. So she volunteered there, just like she did before. She's like, that so and such organization. I was like, yeah, I volunteered, come through. So my last day there, I'm in the back room where they got all the dog food getting.
You just getting clapped in the kennel? In the kennel?
Hey, I got that dog.
Hey, oh God.
No, I'm so bad because like I'm in the middle of it. The old lady's on the speaker page and me. I need you to come to the front. And I'm like, fuck it. Come to the front. Come to the front. I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
But that's not even the story. So I get there. We doing what we doing. Boopa. I'm done. So I'm in bed. I'm in the bed, nigga, ass naked. You know?
In the bed?
Like I'm at her crib.
Okay.
I'm at the crib.
The kid on the bed?
I'm at the crib, ass naked, nuts on sheets. You know, I'm blowing the wood. Like I just did some damage. Nigga, tell me why her parents come home. I said shit.
Is that the one?
It's my Indiana Jones escape story.
Oh, okay. I know that one. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm like, I'm scrambling to get my clothes on. I'm like, I'm trying to grab everything. Put the blunt out. I'm like, oh shit. And like, mind you, her daddy's a big nigga with dreads.
Boy, I would have been terrified.
Bro, I tell you. So I'm getting I'm putting my clothes on. Oh, what I could do. Thank God I kept my socks on. I can't be butt naked at nobody else.
Wait. You smashing with your socks on?
Hell yeah.
Valid?
So I get clothes and like, she got big ass German Shepherd. But the dog don't know me, so it's part of this. She's trying to close his mind. Like, they're about to walk in the house. So she's trying to like grab his mouth to like close him from barking. Dog bit her. She leaking. I'm running. I hit one way. She's like, wrong way. You would have thought I was doing Coach Rose whip drill. Came back around. I ran through the backyard, hopped over a gate, and like now I'm in the neighbor's yard, and I'm like, fuck, like I don't know if there's a dog back here. And it's like, bro, it's like 2 a.m. I don't know if there's a dog back here. So I'm like, fuck it, like running through somebody's backyard. These niggas in there watching TV. Like, why I tell you, I booked it. Like, like the corner of my eye, I see somebody glance, like, cause they saw something, but like they're like, I'm tripping. Hop over to the other side of the gate. Nigga, I'm tapping my pockets. I was like, nigga, where's my phone? I think I left it in the backyard. Don't see it. And I'm like, fuck. So like 40 minutes, I'm just outside her shit. Like, I had to have left it in there. So I'm trying to like knock on the window, but be like low key about it, like do shit. Shorty had to like cut a slit at the bottom of the little screen to slide my phone up, call the homies, like slide me to the crib. He lived around the corner, so it was nothing. But it's like Indiana Jones escape story.
Hey, you know what's crazy about that? When was this? How long ago was this?
Like 2019.
2019. You know what's crazy about that? That dog probably dead as hell. That dog probably dead as hell. Like, you bite your owner, you're done for. That's like
I don't know. Shit. And then like she was telling me, her mom was like, I know someone's in there. Like she was trying to check the room and check under the bed and shit like that. But they not smarter than me. I was like, there's no way I'm hiding in here.
Nah, I'd be terrified. I think dreadhead dads are almost as scary as like bald head dads. You see a bald head dad?
It depends. It depends what bald head. Because you see some of white bald head dads that be Here.
I don't know. Them white bald head dads be having this. You ever seen
now
a
you
military bald head dad?
Those you just.
I'm talking about them white dudes that's just built like they not supposed to be. Like they cheated. They got black genetics. Like them
I know. Not the Stone Cold them Kurt Angle built.
Yeah, them Harley Davidson.
To be honest, I'm gonna say, dreadhead dads and Samoan dads are scariest to me.
Samoan dad, yeah.
Hey,
they're always super nice though.
They are.
Yeah.
But people be like, black people don't. You want to fight everybody. Niggas don't fight Samoans.
Niggas do not fight
Samoans.
I see a Samoan. I'm always friends with that person.
You feel me? Samoans are some of the coolest people, but nigga, them motherfuckers got some heavy hands.
Yeah, on God.
There's some power behind them punches.
Yeah, them Samoans, they got it. They got it. I don't know. They must have been slaves too, because them genetics is crazy. You ever have that family member that like they're off of drugs, and then they stop doing drugs and they find God, right?
No.
You never met one of those?
I met, but I don't have no family member that was a crackhead. And
okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you know how like people like they find God and like they be like, oh, they act like they just the highest saint, right?
I'm not even gonna throw him out there, but I got a cousin that found God, and then I went to Atlanta. I'm like, gave me a little pamphlet how I'm going to hell and shit. I was like, cousin, really?
I think that's the craziest thing ever. Like how you do all that in your life and then now, but I'm going to hell. Like you was sucking meat for dime bags.
I'm not gonna say my cousin was doing that, but the crackheads, yeah.
I'm talking about just crackheads. I'm talking about in general. How am I going to hell? I think that's crazy. Real quick though, we gonna do a more lighthearted segment, I guess. What's your favorite pic of yourself on Instagram? And we have put it up there for them to see as well. What's your favorite pic on Instagram?
Here we go, look.
Let's do. Oh, we did this before. We actually done this before. Show me your favorite pic and your worst pic on your Instagram.
Worst pic probably this.
Okay. I don't think that. You know what that pic makes that? Can you screenshot that and send it to me, brother? Yeah. You know what makes that pic bad? Like everything is cool.
It's the belt.
It's the belt.
It's the belt.
So you got a Kappa belt on. Who told you to put that on? It's cool. Everything else is cool.
Because I ain't have a belt.
Oh, you did tell me. You did tell me. I don't know. Kappa belt is crazy. I didn't even know they created Kappa belts.
Alright, my favorite one.
It's a good pick. That's not my favorite one of you, but that is a good pick.
That's like, yeah. This pick got me meals. This pick got me meals.
Valid. I'll show y'all my favorite pick right here, and then my worst pick. I don't really know by heart, but when I'm editing this, I put one up there. But yeah. Y'all niggas can't dress as good as we can dress. I just want to put that out there. We got that. We put that shit on for real. Next segment. Top 5 movies. Give me your top 5 movies and or actors.
I don't know actors. So movies. The Wood.
You don't know actors?
Bro, to be honest, I mean, I know certain actors, but it's like when people are like, oh, that, I'm like, bro, who the fuck is that?
I feel what you're saying. I get you, yeah. I have a top 5, though. I know my favorites for sure.
The Wood.
Cool, never seen it.
You never seen The Wood?
It's like a black movie, but...
It is.
Yeah, I probably seen it then.
That's a great... Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder has me rolling. I be rolling watching that shit.
For real? I don't think I've ever seen that one. Black ass movies you watching.
Low key, I'm gonna have to say The Norseman. I watched that. That shit was hard as fuck.
Norseman?
Yeah.
Oh, that war movie?
Yeah, it's like a Viking nigga. Like that motherfucker was really fucking shit. Like that's a cold ass movie.
Okay, valid.
That's
3. Me too long. Give me y'all Netflix suggestions or movie suggestions.
I'm gonna have to say, Don't Be a Menace to South Central. Like drinking juice in there.
Bro, these black ass movies.
Hey,
bro.
I'm not gonna hold you.
That's a good movie. It's a good movie.
And I'm gonna say Jago because
that's the crazy. I was literally thinking of that.
That's the only movie I went to go see in the movie theater like multiple times. Like I went there and seen it 5 times as a kid. Just because it's like, nigga, I'm seeing this nigga is fucking these white people. These niggas are terrified of him. Like,
nah, yeah.
You think shit's sweet, nigga? I'm gonna come fuck up everything you got.
Nah, yeah, I feel that. Me personally, I'm gonna say Training Day, Pursuit of Happiness, Avatar 1 and 2. Free. What was that, 4? And what's another good movie? I don't know. There's so many good movies out there. What would I say? What's a good movie? I'm going blank. Any movie with Morgan Freeman in it. I'll say that. Yeah, any movie with Morgan Freeman in it. I couldn't think of one, but he's a great actor.
I'm gonna have to say Creed as an honorable mention.
Creed for sure is a good one.
Cause I for sure feel like I could beat any nigga up after watching the Creed movie.
For real.
Nigga hands feel fluent. I'm
Not facts. Oh, John Wick, great movies, boy. He be putting that work in. In Mission Impossible as another honorable mention. And then we didn't even think about Avenger movies and all that.
bro, to be honest,
That's like one movie. They all-
like Endgame to me was like the best Avenger movie. Like
Sure.
realistically, I think DC's way better than Marvel. It's just
movies wise.
in general. I'm gonna say in general, but it's like
I get the comic aspect, the TV aspect.
But like if put it like this, if they let Zack Snyder finish his Justice League movie, I think that would have been way better than all the Avengers.
I don't know.
Because to be honest, the best Marvel movies to me is Black Panther 1, Iron Man, like the early Iron Mans, and like Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, and I only like that because they brought back the Spider-Man out with Toby.
I don't know. Saying that DC's better, that's an unpopular opinion.
Bro, because think about it, like
DC better than Marvel?
I say so because like think about it, Batman. All his characters are rooted in like most of his characters. Like nigga, those could actually be somebody that lives. And it's like nigga, it's a man with no powers that is simply like nigga, I gotta outsmart all you niggas and be better than you niggas.
Yeah, I think DC they definitely do better on like some things like TVs, comic books. They're more realistic, but I don't want to say that they were better. I don't know. Hey, this is a clip. Let us know in the comments. That's very.
I already know niggas gonna be Marvel's better. This nigga.
I think Marvel executes plans better than DC does.
Cause they have somebody to fully view their vision. The one nigga, like, bro, you see how many times they just switch DC's vision? Like, if they would let Zack Snyder just make the movies how he wanted, that shit was gonna be amazing. Yeah. But they were like, fucking the Green Lantern's supposed to be in the Justice League, but they're like, no, we can't let you use him because we're making a TV show, so you can't. So you guys are deliberately handicapping this nigga's dream, which I do want to see, cause that, bruh. That shit would be fire.
No, I feel it. Yeah, I don't know. That's just, like I said, let us know in the comments. Y'all tell us. I know that's a touchy subject. So I got a question for you, and this is a topic. This is a touchy subject, right? Speaking of, I didn't say this. Well, I'm not gonna do that. What if your partner of 2 years reveals to you that she's been trans this entire time?
How would I not know this?
She was a man that turned into a woman, but she got the top and bottom surgery.
I'm sure I could tell what a normal coochie look like. Like, does it look like a normal coochie? Because I don't feel like
well, maybe you're different than me, but me personally, I've never seen a trans.
I've never seen a trans coochie.
So it could look normal. It can look like a.
I'm scared to even know what that looked like.
But I mean, you know what's kind of messed? Well, not messed up, but you know what's hard about it is, I don't know if you've dabbled in a lot like me. They all look different. They different sizes, different shapes, different like.
They do, but they all get wet.
And I don't know what manufacturer they got this from. My
nigga hit a button and you feel me, some blue just excretes out of a tube down there.
You know that one girl. You remember? Bleep this out, Dave. Anyway, you know, what would you do though? Let's just say hypothetically, who would you do? Your partner of 2 years, they tell you that you know they're trans.
I'm fighting you, bro. Like, right. Now, like, mind you, like, I'm not transphobic or nothing, because, like, I had trans try Gab, and once they told me, I was like, oh, thank you, appreciate it, but I was swayed that way. But, like, I never been disrespectful while I told them like that. But, like, bitch, you never gave me the option. And by you, what the fuck do you look like to where I can't tell? Like, at that point, I gotta look at your throat, I gotta look at your head, shit like
some people, like, I've seen some trans.
No, don't get me wrong, I have seen some where it's like, they're kind of hard to tell. Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, with the technology we got these days, it's hard.
Shit, like, this is why I like natural women, because shit, they gotta put the makeup on. You got makeup on just like them. Y'all look like fucking sisters.
Yeah, I think where trans women, where they fail to understand about men is, you guys are seeing it as, no, you can't, you're not gay, I'm a woman, or whatever. Like, they see it as, trans women see it as, I'm a woman, so you should like me for being a woman. Men that straight see it as, at one point you were a guy. So we can't get past that. Like at one point we know that you were this. That's like me saying, I boo-booed in a pan, right? I boo-booed in a pan. I tell him I boo-booed in this pan, but I cleaned it with bleach and every other disinfectant ever in life, and it's the cleanest pot ever. In his mind, he's gonna be like, that pan had your shit in it. I'm not eating from that pan. I'm not getting that out my head. At one point, it was in that pan. I'm not, like if I put Ebola in this pan and I wash it and disinfect it and tell you I'm gonna make your pasta in this pan, you're gonna be like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you did to that pan. It had Ebola in it and I'm not eating from that pan. You guys, I feel like trans women, and I respect you guys 100%. Definitely not transphobic. But what you guys don't understand is you can't force a person to see life through you. I would never walk up to a racist person and tell them, you have to not be racist. Like if they're racist, they're racist. If I don't like you because at one point you were a man and that's still in my head, you have to accept that. And if you don't, I mean, cool. I mean, you want to counsel somebody for that? That's your prerogative. But I think women, trans women don't understand that. Like they expect us to like you because now they're women. And yes, you're a woman now. But at one point you were a guy. You had the same thing swinging between your thing as me. And I can't get that out of my head, so I can't mess with you.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel about all the pronoun teaching and all the trans stuff that's in elementary schools, in the schools?
I think it's unfair, not because that they have to learn it, but it's just extra stuff. You remember when you was learning?
Oh, I didn't have to learn that shit.
No, I'm saying when you was learning normal stuff, like the they, them, their, like it's grown people that don't know the difference between when, where, and where, and the them, they, them, like, you know, like it was, like, imagine have to learn them, I mean, there, and them, and then you have to learn pronouns, she, he, him, and then there's extra ones now. You gonna be like, bro.
I just want to know, when do we like draw a line to where this shit starts getting ridiculous? Because it's like, when I start hearing stories of motherfuckers identifying as different shit, like, I didn't hear niggas say I identify as a cat, and the teacher had to meow to them.
That's crazy.
And the teacher will get fired if they did meow to this kid. Nigga, let me be a cat in fucking school. Nigga, I'm putting Paw prints on all answers. It's all right. Yeah. It's all right. I get straight A's.
You know what's crazy? I think the problem with that is not that that people want to identify as something. I think the problem is they're not creating new things. So instead of them wanting to identify as something new, which is what they are, or like for example, somebody that wants to identify as a woman, that's fine, that makes sense. But somebody that wants to identify as they, them, origami, whatever. I thought them meant this, but now you're telling me them actually means this human right here. So it's the same thing when it comes to like, you know, when Disney come out with a movie and instead of them casting the movie what it's supposed to look like, they just bring a black person in it. If you want to bring black people and represent black people, just make a new character. Like for example, Black Panther was so great because Black Panther was actually a black person. So it made sense to make a black person Black Panther. Instead of them trying to take something that's already a thing, just create something new for yourself.
And the funny thing, I saw a post on Instagram. It was like Christian Bale as Malcolm X.
If just create something that's new. Like if you want to be represented and represent yourself, create something new. Be creative. Like these people want to swear that they're creative but never want to make nothing for themselves. Make something for yourself. So I can support that and it makes sense to me. But I don't know if it makes sense for me. Like for example, I have a cousin that has transitioned, right? And when they first transitioned, they never had a conversation with me, so I don't know the pronoun. I don't know what he wanted. And then once I realized, once he talked to me and told me what he wanted, it took me a while because you've been a girl your whole life. Let me learn.
They was a girl. You got used to that. They was a girl and then went to a dude, or they was a dude and went to a girl.
There was a girl that went to a dude.
Okay.
Right. So if I knew you as a girl your whole life and then you transition, for this person specifically, I'm not gonna just air their business out, but they're understanding about it because they're a normal person. But if I know somebody like that's like me putting you in a plane, right? And I'm like, come on. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like you just can't expect somebody just to know how to do something. Like it's just not humanly possible. So I just think people need to be more understanding. That's what I feel like. You guys need to be more understanding. Now there is people out here that's deliberately disrespecting you. Stand on what you stand on. Defend yourself. But somebody that's just trying to understand, we're trying to help you out. You losing supporters by being mean to people that's trying to help or trying to like support.
My thing is like, This goes back to it's being called a female disrespectful because now at that point, that's simple biology terms.
Yeah. And what's funny about that is now women, at first women were like all supporting transgender people.
Right, now they
and now they're starting to turn on them, which I don't agree with. But I understand where both sides are coming from. But it's just it's just a sticky topic. I just think people need to be more understanding. Yeah.
I think people need to be more realistic with the fucking world.
I also agree with that. Yeah, I also agree with that. I got some would you rathers for you, right?
Come on.
Okay. Would you rather wear Team Jordan every day, right? Team Jordans every day, or wear colored skinny jeans every day for the rest of your life? So Team Jordans every day for the rest of your life. You know what them Team Jordans look like. Or colored skinny jeans. I'm talking about New Boys, jerking, pin dropping, skinny jeans.
What year is it?
It's 2023. What you mean what year is it?
It was back like 2012. Give me
No,
skinny
sir.
jeans.
No, sir. 2023. It is today.
I'm gonna have to take them Jordans. I need dick room. I can't be out here with my shit.
I feel it. You thinking of functionality. Yeah, those skinny jeans was tight.
And
man.
I only know one pair of Team Jordans that actually look like decent.
I couldn't name one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Team Jordans every day. I'm gonna have to go with the Team Jordans too because I'm big leg. Y'all can see my legs. I'm big legged. So I'm gonna have to do the Team Jordans, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. Like if I was skinny, I would like super skinny. I would prefer to do the skinny jeans, but my legs not built for it. My calves, my forearms. Look at my forearms and my arms. They too big. So pause. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Team Jordans, unfortunately. But would you rather have to eat unseasoned cooking or overly seasoned cooking for the rest of your life? So either too salty or no salt at all.
I'm gonna have to go no salt because if it's too salt, you can't even swallow that shit.
Yeah, facts, no salt. That's gonna be tough. Like you gotta add like you gotta eat everything with like ranch. You gotta eat just everything with ranch or like some dipping sauce. That would suck. Let's see how racist y'all are. When I said that question and I said unseasoned, what color you thought of? And then when I said overseasoned, what color you thought of? You're racist. I know you're racist, low key. You're racist. What color did you think?
Unseasoned?
Unseasoned.
White people.
Overseasoned.
I don't really taste no black. To be overseasoned.
You thought black people?
No. Because I'm thinking like black people's food is seasoned normally perfection. Same with Spanish people. Like
that's crazy that each culture is like. You know what's crazy about that? White people should be seasoning their food more. Y'all had longer time to practice.
No, they ain't cooked their food during slavery. Niggas was back there cooking that shit.
That's valid. It's not y'all fault, mayonnaise people. It's not y'all fault, man.
Them niggas got free. It was like, fuck, where's the salt?
Yeah. That's funny. I wonder what the conversations would be like for white people when, like, we're not in the room. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like everybody's a bit prejudiced. I'm very prejudiced. Like if I see a black person walking around and he got like his pants sagging, I'm locking my doors and locking everything up. I don't trust you. But then again, I don't trust anybody. If I seen I'm very prejudiced. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like people don't know what the word prejudice means. Prejudice means you prematurely make an conscious decision or conscious assumption about somebody before meeting them and talking to them. That's just human nature. So if you see somebody outside and you feel like, oh, this dude looks like a nerd, that's you being prejudiced. Or if you see a fat person and you're like, oh, this person must eat everything. That's kind of true, but that's still prejudice.
I do it back to like I lock my doors for old white ladies.
Yeah, facts.
When you walk past my car,
hey, I'm petty. I be walking past old people, the old women usually, and I make sure I grab my wallet. I be like, oof, and they might be dangerous.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
See somebody cross the street, you're not.
Yeah, you be at a grocery store, you move your basket. I'm not going over there. Like, yeah, I'm petty. I make sure you see it too. But yeah, for me, that is about it. I have nothing left on my side. They give me these small midget waters. I shouldn't have said midget. Obviously,
compressed human.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, I want y'all to know we're genuinely not bad people. We support everybody. If we didn't, I wouldn't lie to you. If I didn't support you, I wouldn't lie to you. Like if there's a group of people outside that I didn't mess with, I promise you I would tell you. Because nobody can beat, well, I'm not going to say nobody can beat my ass, but majority of humans on the planet can't beat my ass. So
I feel like me calling you a little person compared to a midget, it's like, I'm like, that's me going out of my way to let you know that I see you and I know that you're little, but I'm not trying. Like, bro, you're a midget. Like, same way I'm black. I'm not African American.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, we respect everybody. Whatever you want to be called is what we going to call you. But yeah, that's about it. That's it for you?
That's it for me.
That's it for me. Again, this has been the Paper Plate Podcast. I appreciate you guys showing love on that last video. I think it's like at 150 views. Appreciate that. Next episode is probably going to be, we're going to post these, or we film these every other week. I've been thinking about like having a thing to, obviously we're co-hosts, so I'm half host, he's half host. So I'm thinking about having guests in the weeks that we don't film and doing like 15-minute segments with like 3 guests, because I have a lot of people that want to hop on the show. So I'm thinking about having like I haven't even told him about this, but I'm thinking about like the weeks that he doesn't come up, having a guest for like 15 minutes and I'm just asking them questions, like interviewing them, and having like 3 guests, and then I put that as like that week, because obviously we're not filming, we're not posting. So just as like a filler for you guys, a quick like 30-minute video.
Oh God,
but yeah,
it's a long ass drive from
it's a long drive.
Vegas.
He's in LA, I'm in Las Vegas. But yeah, again, we appreciate you guys showing love. Make sure you subscribe under this. You follow him as his Instagram right here. My Instagram's right here.
Oh no, my shit private for a reason.
Don't follow him. Follow me. Most of the content's gonna be posted on my pages anyway. So
if you try, you don't talk to me directly. You talk to him. You talk to me.
What if it's like the baddest girl? People are calling you. They were in my DM saying you're attractive. So what if it's the baddest girl?
I don't give a fuck. You don't talk to me directly. You speak to him, then you speak to me.